friends, and welcome back to Inner Health Journey. If you're new around here, my name is Cami. So today I am planning on doing some preservation. I have some rhubarb that I recently bought from our local Amish community. So I want to preserve that up, as well as from my farm box that I get every week. I got some corn, and so my thoughts are I'm just going to cut the corn and we're going to freeze dry that today. If that sounds interesting to you, then join me in my kitchen. So I will leave a link in the description down below for the recipe that I'm using for the stewed rhubarb. So first thing I'm going to do is get this cleaned. So what we're doing with the corn is I'm having my husband just slice it off of the cob. Like I said, if you have not used this bundt pan trick, it is very helpful in getting the corn off the cob. So with the rhubarb, what we're going to do is just slice it up. The recipe calls for 12 cups, but however many cups I have, I'm just going to scale back the recipe. Do is take our 4 cups of rhubarb that we just diced and put them into a pan here. Some that didn't cut all the way through, so we'll do that. And to that, we are going to add a ½ cup of sugar. I'm just going to give that a mix. And then I'm just going to let this sit with the lid on it until the fruit begins to release their juices. So while we have the rhubarb sitting and letting the fruit release their juices, I'm going to go ahead and get our water bath canner on and start it heating up. And I'm going to put in 2 half pints and 2 pint jars in here to let them get heated up as well. And I'm going to throw my lids in. So while that's getting ready, I'm going to go ahead and finish up that corn, get it on the freeze dryer trays. Friends, in this bowl, that was 17 ears of corn, so about 6 pounds of corn we got. So I'm just going to lay that on our freeze dryer trays. Okay friends, we got 4 freeze dryer trays full of that corn. So my backstage helper will now take it down to the freeze dryer and get it started. This will probably take about 24 hours in our freeze dryer. So now the rhubarb has started to release some of its juices. I'm just going to add about a ¼ cup of water in here just to make sure that we don't scorch the bottom. And what we're going to do is take this over to the stove and begin to do a gentle boil on it. So like I said, we're just going to bring this rhubarb to a gentle boil. Just watching and making sure that we're not scorching the bottom. Okay, the rhubarb has stewed down. It looks good. So I am going to begin by using the ½ pint jars. And it says to do it to 1/2 inch headspace. Now with my paper towel, I'm just going to dip that into some vinegar and wipe down these lids, the rims. And I'm going to put my nice hot lids on there. just going to screw the rings on, not too tight, just finger tight. And now we'll go ahead and get these into our water bath canner. You can see we don't have enough water to cover the lids. So I'm just going to put in more water to make sure that we have about an inch coverage on the tops of the jars. Okay, I'm going to put my lid on there, and once the water comes to a boil, we are going to set a timer for 15 minutes. Now we'll set the timer for 15 minutes. Okay, the stewed rhubarb is complete, and I am just going to set this on my cutting board, and I'm just going to let this sit for about 24 hours, and then I'm going to take the rings off, clean around the rim of these, and label the jars.